So it took me about a day and a half to do this, to finally get this fire roaring. And believe me, Thor has to be in you to survive this. Because now I have to carry a 180-pound log that's placed 10, 20 feet away. It was about 15 feet, I don't know, 15 or 20 feet away. I have to pick this log up and carry it over my shoulder and put it in this fire while he's trying to kick out this fire and try to stop me. And if you've ever tried to deal with a 380-pound man while you're trying to carry a 180-pound log over your shoulder 20 feet to put it in a fire, that you just spent hours and hours and hours fighting him off and doing everything you can to keep him away from stopping you to build this fire, you will understand how difficult this is. And I finally threw it in this fucking fire. Fuck, that log was heavy. And got this fire going enough to where it burst into flames. And then I had to pick up this log that was now on fire with this 380-pound man punching me, kicking me, tackling me, and I had to pick this goddamn thing up, bring it to this frozen. Not only that, what let me tell you was also in winter, so it was ice cold. All the fighting warmed you up though. And throw this log into this frozen lake and reenact this old story, which truly, if you rode with Thor, if you were a carrier, a true son of Thor, that you actually did this. This is an old ritual that you had to go through. By the time I was done, I was near death. I was one gigantic bruise. I was so swollen for the next month, 2 months, that people thought I got hit by a truck. And this other guy wasn't in the best of shape either, but he also gained an enormous amount of spiritual strength, and both me and him are intertwined together, and just amazing person, and he means the world to me to go through that with me. But I earned Thor. I earned this. I earned that. I didn't buy it. I didn't, somebody didn't give it to me. I didn't buy it at some sort of pagan shop. I earned the right to have that in my heart. And that is the mightiest symbol that I have. I am fearless, absolutely fearless in my pursuit to be like Thor upon the earth. Thor never accepted any blood sacrifices. He wouldn't. How could the son of all, of the earth, who's the best friend and hero to mankind, accept the death of one of those to appease him? It just couldn't be. He loves them too much. I have seen and held and touched Thor. And he appears as a huge man, don't get me wrong. But when I look into his face, I see the faces of thousands and thousands of other men. This is how profound he is, because he is the protector. He is the hero. And he will give his life to protect the earth. In fact, he's the only one who at the very end can slay the Midgard serpent. In fact, he's the only one who at the very end can finally put an end to the reptilian agenda. And let me tell you how that is. When Loki finally crossed the line and turned into a slippery eel to get away from all the other gods. All the other gods came up with elaborate plots and schemes to try to trap Loki. None can do it. Nets, traps, magic. It took the mighty, honest, and saddened hand of Thor to grasp whom he considered a friend, who did nothing but use him, and abuse his friendship, to take Loki in his eel slippery form and hold him in his fist. His honest strength is what did that. All the deceptions could not wiggle free. And that is the strength of the common man. The common man, the common human who lives his life honestly with strength and hard work and beauty and courage. These are the simple values that Thor represents. But he does so in such a way it is awe-inspiring. And if the whole world could get together and just say, we are going to be honest and fair and strong and love each other, we would grab the Illuminati and reptilian agenda, the slippery fucking serpent it is, and we would hold it in place and expose it for what it was overnight. It would happen. And this eventually is what will happen. Unfortunately, they'll probably come at a bad price. Much like when Thor struck the Midgard serpent for the final time, who was poisonous beyond belief, and Thor stumbled back dead. But that is who he is. He would do that. With no questions asked, he would do that. And that is why Thor was brought into this order, because of that simple honesty and that mighty, mighty power. I have been told by other entities, and never by Thor, but by other entities, that there are other thunder gods. But there is only one Thor, and Thor is the thunder god. Let me repeat that. There are other thunder gods, but Thor is the thunder god. Thor's never told me that. Other entities have. Other thunder gods have told me that. So, that says volumes. Volumes to me. Absolute volumes.